fire at carrying over that way, or was that a calculated statement?
Well, let's clarify two things. And I want you to get the tape and run it back and watch it.
We'll probably run it in this interview.
I didn't lead the walk-off. There were several people in front of me.
Did you walk along the bench and say, let's go? Did you put the notion in their minds?
I don't know what happened, but I know I didn't lead the walk-off. But if it has to do with the Detroit Pistons and it's good or bad, I'll take it. So if I led it, I led it. But let me say this to you. We didn't do anything any different than the Celtics did, or the Lakers did, or anybody else did. After championship games, I don't remember teams going shaking hands. Now this is just me. Maybe I missed something somewhere. Now, am I a sore loser? Yes, I am a sore loser. I've never met a nice loser who wins. Am I a sore loser? Yes, it doesn't sit well with me. Losing does not sit well with me. Do I learn from losing? Yes, I do. Would I change anything about the way the game ended and everything? Yeah, clearly if I had to go back and change some things, yeah, I would change them.
What would you change?
Well, if I'd have known that it would have caused this much stir, then we would have shook hands.
I noticed that the other night. You guys are dead serious about this, aren't you?
We are. And Detroit brings it out of us because so many years everyone has said, you know, this is our nemesis. This is the team that we can't beat. And I think we're driven to prove to people that we can beat this team. Even myself, I'm getting to be more vocal, more aggressive. But that's a desire to show to my teammates, we want it. We got to want it real bad enough.
About 2 or 3 years ago, when this all started, Detroit, Chicago, I mean, you took some brutal hits. Does some of this disdain right now come from that? Is it born out of that maybe at one time?
And you try to play the good sportsmanship basketball that you always thought it was. And then now Detroit comes and wins with all out, a little bit of dirty, a little bit of physical play. And you get to a point where you just, hey, I'm not going to take any more of this. You know, I took it for 3 years now. Let's start fighting back.
Have you ever been afraid on the court, ever? Against anybody?
Never.
Have you ever been intimidated by anybody?
Never. I mean, these guys put on their shorts just like me. I don't fear anyone on the basketball court.
In 91, the Bulls were determined to be the tougher team. The pain of losing to Detroit again the year before brought a fury into that season that they had not had.
Pistons in the solid blue uniforms with the red and white trim, red numbers. Bulls in the home whites. It'll be Olden Polynice on the tap with Bill Cartwright. The tip-off of tonight's game brought to you by the overhead camera shot from Upper Deck Company. Nobody does basketball like Upper Deck. That's an imposing shot right there. There we go. Underway. Horace Grant controls for the Bulls. Chicago coming off that 102-97 come-from-behind victory over Indiana. Pistons are yet to score 90 points in a single game. Cartwright. Rebound Polynice. Under 30% shooting from the normally reliable Joe Dumars and Isaiah Thomas. Mark Aguirre has scored well for the Pistons thus far this season. Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan They work to Cartwright. Good ball movement. BJ. Armstrong's first from the field, and the Bulls take a 4-2 lead. Pippen to Armstrong. Polonese grabs another rebound. The outlet to Dumars, nearly taken away by Jordan. Aguirre gets by Pippen. Polonese connects from the outside. Make that Woolridge from the outside. Bill Cartwright against Olden Polonese. Pippen right back to Cartwright. They like to get him on track early. Isaiah. Boy, comes back to his hometown and gets booed. Thomas drains it straight on. He has been struggling from the field. 8 for 38 coming into tonight's game, including a 1 for 22 streak from the field. Isaiah apparently is headed to the locker room from what we're told, and Dumars drains it from the outside. Armstrong to Cartwright. Pistons leading by 2, coming up on 6 minutes left to go. First quarter, been a slow start here. Scottie Pippen. You mentioned the Pistons getting to the line a lot in the early going of this season. Coming up on 5 minutes left to go. First quarter, Jordan from the outside. His first hoop of the night.
Well, remember what he did the other night. Spotted everybody points. Didn't score in the first quarter.
Michael on the turn. Scottie Pippen the rebound, and got a foul. Loose ball foul coming up against Orlando Woolridge.
You know, both of the players we thought got hurt. Let's go back if we can with Skip Ellison and C. Isaiah going against. There's the head bump right there, so we know that that's exactly where BJ got it, and maybe that's the same place that Isaiah got it. So
yes.
End of the game, Dennis Rodman, the league's leading rebounder last year,
averaged 18 rebounds a game. If you get a close-up of the Aguirre against Rodney McCray. Darrell Walker's shot is off the mark, and here come the Bulls on the fly. Pippen is fouled.
Joe Dumars on the foul. He tried to. There goes BJ down to the locker room with John Heffernan, the trainer, but that time they tried to fast break. Scotty caught the ball, put it down once. Joe Dumars tried to set up the roadblock, but Scotty was able to go around him, and then it was a hip call.
First on Joe Dumars, third on the team. Jordan off the screen by Cartwright. 4 for Jordan, and the Chicago lead is 4. Aguirre takes him on the drive. 9 nights. Actually 4. This is their 4th game, and or this will be a stretch of 4 games in 6 nights when they finish things up here.
Be 5 on the West Coast, and they come back and play the Knicks in Boston, so that'll be a long streak.
McCray. Horace Grant the offensive rebound. Pippen to Cartwright. Good move on
Billy. Good move. Bill Cartwright shooting over 56% coming in this game. Really shooting well. Last year he struggled. Bump in the hole and tries to add 3. The boo you hear is not for Cartwright. In the game, Bill Laimbeer replaces Olin Polonese.
At the free throw line, Bill Cartwright. 2 of 2 at the free throw line the other night against Indiana. He was 4 of 5 from the field, and Cartwright has 5 points here in this first quarter. Dumars off the screen by Laimbeer. No, but a foul.
Bill Cartwright came over and hit him after the shot was up and gone. So that's his second foul. And he always enjoys playing against him. He really feels that he's one of the top players. So what happens? They both bang heads. They both go down to the locker room, and they both end up with stitches over their left eye.
At the line, completing the 2-shot foul.
Bill Cartwright left, as you mentioned, for Scott Williams because they haven't.
Scott Williams turned around over Laimbeer, but a foul. Bill Laimbeer's first personal.
Listen to this.
Personal foul, 40, Bill Laimbeer.
Isaiah got all the boos early in the first quarter, and now Bill Laimbeer. This is a team that you have to make the most. When you get free throws, you have to make them against this team. You get yourself a 10, 12-point lead, you can bury this club. But if you just hang around, they can stay right with you.
Hey, John, if you put 95 points on the board, you got a better than average chance of beating this team.
Yeah.
They don't score that many points. Rodney McCray with the intercept. Michael Jordan. Lambier the rebound. Dumars out ahead of the field. Pippen contests, and Dumars has it. 6 for Joe Dumars.
Michael with a quick long shot. He might have wanted to go just a little inside.
10 to go on the shot clock as McRae puts up the right-handed hook. Rodney with the rebound. Outlet to Jordan is stolen by Dumars. 2-on-1 to Walker.
Two good plays off a long rebound, and here they go.
They clear out Jordan against Dumars. 5 to go on the shot clock. Michael goes to work. 6 now for Jordan, and the Bulls back on top by 2.
Well, Michael Jordan driving to the hoop here. We know that he's got the bad back. He complained about that after the game against the Pacers, and after he makes the drive, watch what he does with that left hand now. Yep.
Scottie Pippen. Time left in the quarter, right-hand corner. Pippen. Offensive foul.
They were all there to meet him underneath. Dumars and...
So the Bulls turn it back to the Pistons. 4.9 seconds remaining. Walker's pass deflected by Pippen. Lambier dribbles. 0.3 of a second to go.
You still can get a legal shot off.
You can. That's it. That's the limit, though. That's as low as you can go on the clock and still get a shot away.
Catch and throw.
No, did not get it off in time. As the period comes to a close, the Chicago Bulls and Phil Jackson have a 2-point lead over the Detroit Pistons, 18-16.
Armstrong going to the locker room to get stitches, and returning to the bench already is Isaiah Thomas with his...
No Bull with Phil Jackson debuts Sunday, November 22nd, 7:30, preceding the Bulls at Phoenix. Walker on the drive, denied by McRae, knocked out of bounds by the Bulls. Yeah, you're not going to fatten your shooting percentage in this game. Isaiah Thomas connecting. John Paxson in the lineup for the Chicago Bulls. Lambier. Michael up high. A minute gone by in this second quarter. King posting up. Over Lambier. Nicely done. Stacey King, who had 3 points. Woolridge from the outside. He's a concern wherever he elects to shoot. Michael Jordan. Trying to feed Scott Williams. It'll belong to the Pistons as the Bulls misfire.
You talk about a standout of Notre Dame. There's 3 players from Notre Dame out there. 2 of them were real standouts in their career, and the other guy played there, but not a well-known rebounder by any means.
Isaiah Thomas with his 3rd from the field. Isaiah from deep. Lambier right back to Thomas. Paxson takes it away. Picked his pocket. Scott Williams. Stacey King.
Yeah. Big Stacey offensive rebound. Moves in for his second hoop.
Bulls on that offensive board have 11 rebounds here in this first half. Nice dish to Rodman from Thomas. Dennis Rodman with his first 2 points of the game. Eight to go on the shot clock for the Pistons. Rodman with the screen. Thomas, the penetration was bumped by Scott Williams.
They're going to give him that hoop?
Yes, they are. Well, I saw one
There's
of the officials.
Foul. Now he took the dribble, lost control, then went up with it. So you
do not score the field. I saw the official though motion.
Yes,
that way.
It was good.
Lambier from the outside. Lambier at 14 against Indiana on the road, 11 at home against Milwaukee in the first 2 games of the season. His first 2 points tonight. Stacey King quickly inside.
Hey, Stacey, big moves on Lambier, who just defenses with his hands up in the air.
7 to go on the shot clock. Jordan for 3.
Hello.
Bring it up. 9 points for Deck as we get a look at Michael Jordan going from the outside, dialing long distance.
We saw Michael do that against Portland in game 1 when he got 35 in the first half. 6 for 10 from long range. He's
Yeah.
still got his hand on his back. A little testy, isn't he?
It really is. And I think, again, as Chip Schaefer mentioned before the game,
Give him a lot of time.
Yeah,
in a row.
When he sits on the bench, it'll be briefly.
Bill's seen him in a Detroit uniform.
Free agent. We got a technical foul called on Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson has been arguing here and there about some of the calls and expressing his concern and to elicit a technical foul, and Joe Dumars head to the line. For the last 2 years. Terry Mills down low against Horace Grant.
Horace picks
Whistle
the foul up.
before the shot. It is on Horace, his second. Not playing too far away from there now in Auburn Hills, another suburb of Detroit. Mills backing in again. Jordan the rebound. The lead for Pippen. The dish to King off his hand. Scotty collects. B.J. Armstrong. 4 for Armstrong. Dumars. Isaiah pierces through. Controls to Woolridge. Knocked down by Jordan and a foul.
Good play by
the foul is on Stacey King, not on Michael Jordan.
But a great play by Isaiah Thomas. We take a look at it. Watch what happens here on the play. Well, we picked it up afterwards, but Isaiah came down, got the ball, and just dropped it. He came in real quick. Now watch this. The shot is missed. Isaiah gets the rebound. Watch what he does. He doesn't go back up. Bang, in the air. He finds his teammate. Orlando Woolridge goes up in.
Jordan looking to deal on Dumars. Oh, good find. Pippen, no, but he was fouled. Would have been nice to see that one drop.
Picked it up, put it up on the glass, got the foul, and now Olden Polynice is in for Orlando Woolridge, I believe it is. No, not Woolridge.
Pippen is 5.
Yeah, most of your good-looking stats go down the drain when these two teams play against each other. Shooting percentages and game percentages for the season.
McGuire, one-on-one with Pippen.
Back in, there it is.
Double team from Horace Grant. Mills is open.
Mills hits the long jumper, but that's who you'd want taking that shot, I would think.
Pippen for 3. Horace chases down. Hustle rebound for Grant. B.J. Armstrong leaves it short, but gets it back. Again.
Stay with it, Brooks.
6 for the kid. Bulls resume offensively, leading it by 5. Coming up on 2 minutes left to go, first half.
There's the free throw, illegal defense.
Illegal defense against Detroit.
Announcer, they've got an Isaiah Morris on here, a 6'8" rookie from Arkansas, and I said, well, do you get confused? He says, no, we call him Butch in Detroit.
Moses is recuperating now, though.
We won't see him Friday.
Jordan.
MJ, tough hoop because Joe Dumars was right in his pocket.
Terry Mills. Polynice with a nifty tap down low.
They're starting to run people at him now. This is Ronnie there it's out of bounds. It paid dividends. Ronnie Rothstein, who originally was one of the guys to come up
with the Jordan rules.
The Jordan rules.
He was one of the architects of it. Joe Dumars, under 2 minutes left to go. Mills, the pass to Mills off the mark. Pippen pried it loose, and Scotty knocked it off the shin of Terry Mills out of bounds.
Scotty has done that in 2 games now. He went around, got the steal. He wouldn't let him post him up. He picked it up, turns around, 360 off of him, and it's out of bounds. Nice play.
$10 to go on the shot clock for Chicago. Jordan over Dumars. Michael heating up here in the second quarter, has 8 second period points and 12 in the game.
That was a flat-footed jumper. Now that's tough for Dumars to defend against.
Dumars picked up on a switch by Horace Grant. Dumars off the dribble. Gets fouled.
As Lane Beer starts to walk to the scorer's desk, and he'll come back in. Rodman in, so got a quick team on both sides.
Jordan trying to feed it down low to Pippen. Rodney McRae. Rodman, as the first half comes to a close. That'll be into one half complete. These two teams are on a pace that would leave them short of the 80 mark for the game. It has not been pretty. It's been quite physical. Michael Jordan leads the way for the Bulls with 14 points, and Chicago leads by 6 at intermission, 38-32. That's from this first half of play. Baskets have been hard to come by, either long range or in close. Thomas on the drive. And a foul. The foul is on B.J. Armstrong, his first.
Isaiah right down the middle, changes to the left hand, lays it on up, and draws the foul.
Isaiah with 8 points thus far tonight. Horace Grant snares the rebound. Chicago lead is 4. Cartwright. A low post against Polonies, and illegal defense. Motioning to his club to match up, boys.
Michael, his only 2 trips to the foul line have been to shoot technicals.
That's something we might keep an eye on this early season. Cartwright inside, knocked out of bounds by Polonies. Bulls want a goaltender.
Everybody in the building wanted it, except the officials. Michael gets Big Bill down low. Up he goes.
Back live, Jordan converts. Michael with 17 now. The Bulls lead is 7. His foot got in the way.
Yes.
Jordan quickly. He has scored all 5 Chicago points here in the early going of the third quarter. Been quiet here tonight. Thomas. Double teamed. Woolridge in close. Orlando Woolridge, who was only 1 of 5 from the field in the first half. Michael posting Dumars. Double team by Isaiah. Nice move.
MJ, they're not doubling him now. We'll see what happens with when Rothstein signals to his defense.
Isaiah penetrates.
It's off to a great start. He knows he's in Chicago.
Pippen from the outside. Scotty with 8. Isaiah with the move around. B.J. Armstrong on the floater. Pippen taps it over to Cartwright. B.J. Nice stop and go.
Scotty.
Pippen with his second hoop of the third quarter has 10 in the game. Cartwright the rebound. Pippen 3 on 2. B.J. Armstrong left unattended. 8 for Armstrong. Cartwright denied by Rodman. Isaiah. Orlando Woolridge. 6 for Woolridge, 4 of which have come here in the third. Pistons still blank on the team foul category in this particular quarter. Thomas.
He loves the stadium floor. He just absolutely loves playing here in Chicago.
Scottie Pippen off a nifty pick by Horace Grant. Isaiah Thomas. Woolridge.
Oh, they're stuck now on automatic.
King. Oh, great move. Stacy with 8 points. Isaiah. Score it and a foul.
He's just working on BJ now. BJ's third.
That puts the Bulls over the limit with 5:47 to go here in the third.
Comes the rook. Corey Williams is going to get his test now. He will not be able to even get as close as BJ was. So BJ leaves, and baptism now under fire as Isaiah goes to the free throw line.
14 for Thomas, make it 15 now. He's had a big third quarter. 9 points in the third quarter by Thomas, 6 by Woolridge. That accounts for the scoring for the Pistons in this half. Pippen with the scoop. He has 12 points in the game.
Now he goes one-on-one
with Corey Williams, the rookie. Lambier. Bill Lambier with 4 points. Wayne Larrabee, Johnny Red Kerr at Chicago Stadium. Bulls and Pistons. Thomas for three, and he is lighting it up. A big third quarter for Isaiah Thomas.
Dumars on it. We're going to see who is going to guard him, and here he goes.
Dumars with the fade, left it short. Rodman corrals the rebound to Dumars for three.
Here they come. A 17-4 run now in the last 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Tap out rebound by Rodman. Joe Dumars behind the three-point line. 55-55.
Dumars with 12 points in the game. 15 to go now on the shot clock for the Bulls. Jordan lets fly.
Wrist. Rodman on that right wrist.
Rodman's first personal, only the second team foul on the Pistons.
This is a great guard-oriented team, Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars. Really a super one. They can take you one-on-one, either one. They both went at the rook. It's the fourth leading scorer in the league, but we would not be surprised if he ended up overall again, tying Chamberlain at 7 consecutive.
Thomas breaks the pressure. Lane Beer from deep, off the glass. They led by 6 at the half, did the Chicago Bulls. 8 to go on the shot clock. Pippen. Scotty wide open, buries it. He has 14. 3 minutes straight up to go, third quarter. Thomas guarded by Paxson. Picked up on a switch by Grant. Orlando Woolridge. He's had a big third quarter as well. 8 third period points, 10 in the game. Michael Jordan lining up Joe Dumars. Pippen out front. Scotty. Oh, great move to the hole.
Stuff came out and went in again.
That's not quite a slam dunk, but McDonald's will donate $25 to charitables every time a Bull slam dunks during tonight's game.
As he drove in, he reversed around. He stuffed it over Lane Beer, and it came out, hit the back of the rim, and went in. Wow.
Slam dunk, but McDonald's will donate $25 to charitables every time a Bull slam dunks during tonight's game. Blocking foul coming up here. It's on Michael Jordan. He doesn't like the call.
Michael thought he had the position down the lane. Dumars comes across, runs him down, but they call a foul, and he'll shoot 2 to tie it up. We didn't think these teams would reach 60 points maybe, but
they are there, both sides at 60. Bulls at 61, Pistons had 60. Michael Jordan's got 1 personal foul, but he has been arguing several calls by the officials here tonight. Not happy with the officiating thus far. Jordan out high. With the hanger over Isaiah Thomas. Michael Jordan, 25. Paxson steals the pass. The numbers in his favor to Pippen.
oh no! You can't let that man back up like that in the basket.
Offensive foul on Scottie Pippen, no basket.
Lane Beer doing the right thing, spreading out, but he looked like he retreated right under the basket. You got nowhere to go. There he is. Now he slides in. You got to give the man a little bit of room. A little bit of room.
Again, Paxson. Yep.
Offense on Isaiah.
That's his first personal foul. Isaiah can't believe it.
Yeah, they wanted to clean it out. He will go one-on-one against Paxson, and Pax played him right.
We came close to having both Cy Young Award winners in Chicago. Thomas with a brick. Scottie Pippen's got King ahead of him. The Pistons get back quickly. Paxson is left unattended. John Paxson with his first 2 points of the game. Orlando Woolridge. Nicely done. He has 12. Both teams have performed much better from the field offensively in this third quarter. Jordan.
Foul on Joe Dumars. Joe Dumars tried to do the same thing Michael did, and they both had great defensive position and both got called for the foul. So MJ will shoot 2 free throws with 18-9. Michael likes to go left from this spot. Gets him out there.
They called the foul right there before the shot attempt. Isaiah had a cut eye. He's got a cut hand. Been a rough night. Trench warfare in this one.
You need Whitey Bimstein over on the bench now.
Pressure in the backcourt. Dumars picked up right away by Jordan. Double team by Grant. Gets it ahead to Rodman. To Lambeer. Isaiah, time winding down.
Illegal. Scotty couldn't get over to his man. Has made 6 in a row.
One of the better shooters in the league year in, year out, Joe Dumars. Final 5 seconds of the third. Isaiah Thomas, is he going to get it off? And he does for 3.
There it is.
Is it 3 or 2?
3.
They're calling it 3. It was 3. Isaiah Thomas puts Detroit on top as we head to the fourth, 67-66. Thomas has been on fire in the second half. Pistons scored 32 in the first 2 quarters of the game, 35 in the third. Thomas over Paxson off the glass and nearly got it. Lambeer is there to clean up.
Everybody was amazed, I guess, that he missed it. Lambeer with his 8th point.
Jordan and Dumars battling it out down low as Michael tried for his piece of the block. Dumars picks up his 3rd personal foul. First on the team.
Look at this first half. Isaiah Thomas 1 for 2.
They'll pick him up in the backcourt. The long lead for Rodman taken away by Grant to Jordan. Michael. 28 for Jordan. Pistons by 1. 9:35 to go for the game. Dumars, Jordan got a piece of it. Scott Williams comes up with a deflection. Scott Williams has been all over in these first 3 minutes of the fourth quarter.
Isaiah down there laning on Michael.
Backs into Pippen. Scott Williams and a foul. There's the work being done on the hand of Isaiah Thomas.
Scott Williams has hit 2 free throws off the front of the rim. Made 1 in the middle of the 2 he's missed.
2 points now for Scott Williams. Been an early season of close battles for the Bulls. Dumars swings to Lambeer. 10 points now for Lambeer. This is Dumars. Isaiah getting ready to come back into the game for the Pistons. Lambeer jumped at by Pippen. Dumars gets the step on McRae. Off the glass, scored and a foul.
Guards just wrecking the Bulls' chances. They take the outside, they look at the offense, they break it down in the middle, and of course they got their big center playing outside, so there's nobody to run in. A lot of area open on the drive. He goes around McRae. McRae picks up his
Rodney McRae with his 4th personal foul, 2nd on the team. There's a look at it. Dumars off the glass, gets the field goal, looking for a 3-point play. Offensively, this is the best the Pistons have played in the first 3 games of the season. Coming up on 8 minutes left to go in the game. Rodney McRae given the shot. His first field goal of the game. 15 to go on the shot clock for the Bulls.
Do they chase another man? 3 for Mike. Yeah. Yes.
31 for Jordan.
They got 2 guys on the Bulls now that are trying to learn this offense. There's Tucker.
Trent Tucker squares up.
There it is. Dividend number 1 for Jerry Krause.
Tucker with a 2-pointer, putting the Bulls on top by 2. B.J. Armstrong. Bulls leading by 2.
Got hit.
No, but a foul.
Isaiah got him on the arm. Good move. He got into a jackpot when he ran into Lambeer. So B.J. will shoot a couple free throws. Try to give his team a little bit of edge. Here it is. B.J., one of the better free throw shooters on the Bullets.
3 personal fouls on Isaiah Thomas. More importantly, 4 team fouls on the Pistons. Offensively, the game really has not come to Horace Grant tonight, but he has been there to pry it loose off the board. 10 points for B.J. Armstrong. Isaiah Thomas gets the step. No, but a foul. Isaiah Isaiah can't buy a hoop here in the fourth quarter. That's Scott Williams on the foul.
Scott Williams does not leave his feet. He draws the offensive foul on him, puts Isaiah to the line, goes with a 4-point lead. You've got a 5:40 to go, nothing but net. Go to work offensively, and it's paid dividends.
The season, they have been much better than that here tonight.
21% by Isaiah alone.
Armstrong. Big bucket for B.J. Armstrong over Rodney McCray. Rodman stepped down the baseline.
Great anticipation. He saw what Aguirre was going to do. He knew the ball was going to bounce back. He went up to get it, got it, and stepped out of bounds as Big Bill Cartwright comes back in the game for Scott Williams.
The Pistons collect anyway. Mark Aguirre. Aguirre now with 6 points in the game. Pistons are back to within 2. Looks like all 3 of them here. Armstrong around a screen by Cartwright. B.J. with the fade over Aguirre. 14 for B.J. Armstrong. Pistons resume. Isaiah for 3.
Oh, that looked close to the line, but he got it, fired it.
26 for Isaiah Thomas, his second tray of the night. Picked up by Jordan. Isaiah Thomas lost the handle for a moment. 8 to go on the shot clock. Armstrong stays right with him. Got a foul coming up.
Shake and bake. Here he goes to his left. He comes down. He makes the contact. He'll go up with the shot. In a crowd. Hold, pull the string, and he's got a chance to take the lead here.
On a move like that, John, it's so hard for the defender to establish position. Ten of 22 for the field. 3 of 4 from three-point land. Horace Grant. 9 to go on the shot clock. Michael Jordan goes to work. They double team him with Thomas and Dumars. B.J. Great rebound down low.
Yeah, it was good. Oh, it was going in, but Bill hit it on the rim anyway, but they allow it. Whew. Scottie Pippen gets the rebound, goes out to his left side, takes the falling fadeaway jumper, hits, bounces once, bounces again. Bill Cartwright looks like he touches it on the rim, but let's take a look from the overhead cam. There's the shot, it bounces. Give it one more bounce. Bill touched it definitely over the rim, and that's a second break in 2 games that the Bulls got in the last minute and a half.
Thomas for 3.
Air ball.
Off the mark. Rodman is there.
He was out of bounds.
They will allow it.
A foul on Rodman. Backing out the man. Yes, sir. And the Bulls will walk it down here. That's their first foul last 2 minutes, but their 5th one. It'll be a shooting foul. Isaiah backed behind the line. He tried to beat the clock and take a 3. It was an air ball. And Rodman got the rebound, but he backed Big Bill Cartwright. Big time free throws, Bill.
Cartwright with 8 points in the game.
This would put it on the odd number in the way they're shooting 3.
Bulls are 2 out of 5 in that category. 3-point field goals. Cartwright, like the true veteran he is, makes good on a pair in crunch time. Coming up on a minute left to go. Bulls by 3. B.J. stays right with Isaiah. 10 to go on the shot clock. Thomas on the drive.
He's got to get in front of him. Somebody to get in front of him. Good play by Isaiah again.
30 points for Isaiah Thomas. Under a minute to go in the game. Bulls lead by 1. Scottie Pippen. Almost taken away by Isaiah. Pippen for 3. Michael on the tip. No, loose ball foul.
Jordan on the jump. Isaiah almost stole the ball from B.J. B.J. fired it over.
Horace Grant gets called for that offensive foul, John.
Yeah, that's his 4th. Back, a lot of time for Scottie to measure this shot up. He misses the shot off the rim. So they've got a chance with Orlando Woolridge to take the lead with 32.6 seconds.
Orlando Woolridge had 10 in the third quarter, has 12 in the game. Woolridge missed a pair at the free throw line in the second quarter, made his first on this trip to the line. His second, if good, would give the Pistons a 1-point lead. High ball game at 86. Grant another rebound. Tell you what, Horace has not scored here tonight, but he has had some key rebounds in this ball game. Bulls and Pistons tied.
Oh, Michael right next to you.
18 seconds left to go in the game, 9 of the shot clock. Scottie Pippen leans in. Rebound Grant.
Horace
to BJ. Final 10 seconds. Michael Jordan. Isaiah Thomas gets the deflection off the rim, and a timeout taken by the Pistons with 1.1 second remaining.
No, he's saying give him 3 seconds. I don't know about that.
1.4 seconds remaining. Pistons get it at center court. Time to inbound, load up, and fire. I would think you're trying to get Dumars or Thomas here. Rodman will inbound. Cartwright with the long wingspan will defend to the inbounds. Isaiah Thomas lets it go. And we'll go to overtime.
What a way to end the first 4 periods against the Detroit Pistons and the Bulls.
Isaiah Thomas, he's on the tap. Or is it going to be Woolridge? Pistons are undecided right now. Hollandice and Cartwright step into the circle as you get the view from the upper deck trading card cam.
Watch Rodman cheat here a little bit for the tap and goes to the open man. It doesn't get it.
Grant to Pippen. Bulls outscored the Pistons 20-19 in the fourth quarter. So once again, a Chicago Bull failed to score 20 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Woolridge from behind on the foul.
Made 2 big clutch free throws in the closing minutes of the ball game.
He's 3 of 5 from the free throw line. Big Bill has 11 points. Thomas to Lambeer. Back tap by Woolridge to Thomas. Isaiah. One-on-one with the kid, B.J. Armstrong. And the veteran connects. 32 for Isaiah. He has been magnificent here tonight. Jordan throws it away to Thomas. Pistons on the run. 3-on-2. Woolridge fills the lane. Leaves it short. Rodman cleans it up. Rodman with 4.
The Bulls turn it over the last 3 times.
Pistons have taken the lead now. Floater by Armstrong. Got a foul coming up on Thomas. That is his 4th personal foul. BJ's first free throws of the season. Isaiah Thomas hand-checking Pippen right now as Armstrong completes the free throw. 16 for BJ. Bulls and Pistons tied at 90. 2:20 to go. Isaiah Thomas, Bill Lambeer. On the weave, Joe Dumars jumped at by Jordan. Dumars on the fade. A tough shot by Joe Dumars. He has 20. Jordan wants Pippen. B.J. Armstrong freed up. Yes.
B.J., a Detroit native, a Michigan native.
10 to go for the Pistons on the shot clock. Isaiah
Caught his own pass and lost it. Good interior defense that time. Isaiah looking for the foul.
Did not get the call on the drive. This is Isaiah Thomas. Joe Dumars. Lambeer loses on a tie-up, knocked out of bounds. Bulls basketball.
Horace is going to call a timeout. Now they may take the 20.
Pippen. A triangle to the right, to the left side of the key. Now Scottie comes out top. Jordan. 10 to go on the shot clock. Michael had it knocked away by Dumars, I believe. Dumars and Woolridge are both there.
They're in
Joe
the penalty.
Dumars picks it up.
Yeah, they're in the penalty, too. They had 2 fouls going into this.
That's the 5th on Dumars.
Michael,
Make that the 4th on Dumars.
yeah, Michael almost missed the pass out. Now he goes up, gets hit on the left arm. So he's got 2 free throws here and get their own rebound. So this is the same scenario we had really at the last 37 seconds of the game.
32 points for Michael Jordan. He gives the Bulls a 1-point advantage. Now Isaiah Thomas. Picked up by Armstrong. Jumped at by Stacey King off the switch. They double team. Dumars. Woolridge in the lane. Blocked by Grant and a foul coming up. helping out, picked up his 5th personal foul.
There's the tie.
Orlando Woolridge has 14 points now. Orlando Woolridge goes back to the line. Michael Jordan trots back onto the floor. Boy, this has been a nail-biter down to the wire in regulation. Tied at 86, and now we're in overtime, tied at 93. Woolridge with a chance to give the Pistons the lead. There it is, 15 for Orlando Woolridge. Pressure in the backcourt by the Pistons. Bulls have a chance to take the lead. They trail by 1. 1 second differential. Game clock to shot clock. Jordan against Dumars. Michael draws the foul. Almost got the field goal to go. Fouls on Isaiah Thomas. That's his 5th.
They still have a timeout. Michael down the lane. Round him. Up he goes. He's going to kick it off, but as soon as he feels all that contact, a great hang time, he throws it up over the rim. Jordan, a lot of minutes tonight.
Michael
Rights the rim and falls in. Tie game.
Jordan with 33 points and a chance to give the Bulls the lead.
There it is. Timeout they call.
Michael with a hand on Isaiah's back.
There's Isaiah. Now he breaks out. Michael has got Isaiah on this play.
Inbound to Dumars, guarded by Scottie Pippen. Time winding down. Dumars gets by Pippen and hits the jumper with 4.1
No timeouts.
remaining.
There aren't any, are there?
Rodman will defend on the inbounds. Pippen will toss in. B.J. Armstrong is on the floor for the Bulls, along with Michael Jordan. The inbounds a Cartwright to Jordan. Time winding down. Michael for 3. Yeah! 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 Yes! 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 A winner! Unbelievable! They play 52 minutes plus, and Jordan ends it in less than 5 seconds.
Michael celebrating as he runs off the court. Let's take a look at that shot with the clock. Cartwright has it, gives it to Michael. He dribbles once, a long three, up and through at the 0 mark. The Bulls move to 3-1. Michael, in 2 games, has saved the best for last.
The Chicago Bulls win another nail-biter here at the stadium. Michael Jordan's 3-point shot propels the Bulls to a 2-point victory over the Detroit Pistons. We'll be back.